Hey guys, what's going on? Back with another review today. I'm going to try and just get more reviews out and stuff. Mostly just like this, just talking and stuff, just easier. And so the review that I'm going to be doing today is for a PlayStation 3 exclusive, and that is Uncharted Drake's Fortune. So let's check it out. Okay, so the story for Uncharted is basically you play as Nathan Drake, and you go to this island with, I think his name is Sam, this older guy, and you're in search for you're searching for treasure and stuff from El Dorado, and Francis Drake is like, I think he was like some explorer or something, and you're looking for, I think, his coffin or like his tomb and some treasure, and you're on this island with this other girl who's making a documentary or filming you or whatever, and so you get this book of clues that is going to lead you to El Dorado to find the treasure. So along the way, other guys, obviously, like, I think it's like, I don't know if you consider them pirates, but they're like, the villains in the game, are out to find it as well. So it's pretty much a race to see who can get there first. And the story is it's kind of like a movie, and it's cool because, you feel like you're watching like a summer blockbuster movie, and except instead of watching it, you're actually playing it. So the story is actually really good. It progresses at a very nice, smooth pace. Starts off slow and then starts to build and stuff. So it's really good, and I definitely like it. It suits the game really well. Okay, so the gameplay for Uncharted is actually pretty good. There's two pretty much dynamics to the game. The first I'll cover is the shooting. It's a third person perspective, obviously, and it has the same cover system as Gears of War. So that's really good. I think a lot of people will like that because of that. It's Sometimes it's broken to me though. Like sometimes you'll be thinking you're behind a cover, behind cover, and you're not. And like you just kind of if you just stand there, sometimes you can get shot. But if you go into the cover mode, you won't get shot. It's weird. But that's the one problem I have with the cover system itself. The second problem I have with the gameplay is that sometimes it takes many, many, many bullets to kill a enemy. If you don't go just straight for the head, you'll be shooting enemies like 6, 7 times sometimes. Again, if you don't go for the head, if you go for the head, it's one shot and it's over. And the more, for you guys who love trophies, you get trophies. From, or like, I don't know if it's trophies or just like something from the game itself. But for a certain amount of headshots with like the pistol or with the AK-47 whatever, so that's pretty cool. The weapons are your standard, nothing crazy because this is a pretty realistic game. You got your shotgun, your AK-47, you got your grenades, you've got pistols, semi-automatic guns. So yeah, that's pretty basic, nothing crazy there, but you wouldn't expect that. The second part, and then in some parts of the game, you're on like a jet ski and different air, different things. The environments are really cool that you go into. Mostly, they're like they look like ruins and stuff like I don't know if it's like Aztecian, but that's what I got from it. But you're on like an island, and it's pretty cool. The second aspect of the gameplay is my favorite actually is the climbing aspect. You climb up walls, you jump from swing on vines and stuff. It's kind of like got like a Prince of Persia feel, which is actually really good because I love that stuff. I think that's the best part of Prince of Persia. I think that's what separates Prince of Persia from other games, and even like a Mirror's Edge. But sometimes sometimes it's broken. You'll think that what, I'll definitely make this jump, and then you'll go to it, and then like you'll hit the button to jump, and it just doesn't move, and then you hit it again like fast, and he just kind of lets go, and you die. And there was one part that it took me like 20 minutes, no joke, just to get up a wall, and it was just I kept falling because you think you're gonna make it, and then you're not. Part of it obviously is my fault, but I felt like there was something broken in the game. But other than that, I love the jumping aspects. I think it's awesome. It's a blast. Sometimes your stomach will drop out, and you're like, oh, whatever. Am I gonna make it? But it's cool, and I like that. Then the other part, it may just be my disc, but Uncharted has some of the longest load screens ever. But it was only when I started the game up, and it didn't always happen that way. I got this game used, so it might just be me. So don't take that like as a sign that every game is like that. Because I talked to Twilight Halo, and he said his wasn't like that. So it probably was just mine. But that kind of sucked a little bit. Okay, so the graphics and the presentation of the game, I should say, is excellent. If you're a graphics whore and you love that stuff, I'm telling you, this is the game for you. I know a lot of, I especially always say that probably the two best looking games on PlayStation 3, at least that I have played, are Metal Gear Solid 4 and Killzone 2. But this is definitely the dark horse that I think some people forget about, myself included. Every time that I put this game on, I'm just in awe of how awesome the graphics are. I mean, I would call my family over and be like, look how real this game looks, it's amazing. And they would even be like, wow, And that's the in-game stuff. When you go into the water, your clothes, you come out and they're wet, the water itself looks awesome. The sun looks good. When you walk past a branch, it moves with you. The explosions, everything looks awesome. I really always forget how awesome this is, how awesome the graphics are, and it's unbelievable how it really shows off how awesome the PlayStation 3 is, how good it can generate, how good graphics it can generate. A lot of it, is from the developer, but, it shows just, how powerful the PlayStation 3 is. The voice acting is awesome as well. Well, I wouldn't say it's awesome, but, it's good. It's nothing laughable, really. But yeah, and the cutscenes are awesome as well. That's what I pretty much probably meant to say cutscenes, but I said voice acting. But the cutscenes are even better looking than the in-game play. But obviously that's gonna happen. But the gameplay, the in-game product isn't that far off from the cutscenes, and it's really unbelievable. And I think if you have a PlayStation 3, do yourself a favor. If you drop the $500 whatever so dollars on the PlayStation, get an HD TV with it, because if you play these games on a standard def, it's not as good, and you're really not getting your money's worth. So a game like this especially, play it on an HD TV. So yeah, but graphics and presentation, both thumbs up. Okay, so bottom line, is Uncharted fun? It is. There was some stuff that I obviously didn't like. I didn't like the amount of bullets that you have to waste on a single enemy, especially when you're running low with a pistol. Unless you aim for the head, you're gonna be using a couple. I hate that. You're gonna be using a couple bullets that you really don't have on one single enemy. It kind of sucks sometimes. But other than that, the jumping is awesome. The fighting is awesome. The story, I think, is fun. It's a really good adventure, and the graphics, like I said, are top notch. So after all said and done, I give this game an 8.5 out of 10. I can't wait for Uncharted 2. I think it's gonna be a great game. Hopefully, it comes out this year. I think it should be, but if not, then next year. Definitely check it out. 8.5 out of 10. At least that's worth a buy. So I'll see you guys later.